We are all sitting here shooting the shit.
Yo, what's up? I'm your host, DJ Duss, with my co-host, Bamboo and Silos. How you guys doing?
Chilling, bro. What's good? What's good?
Good. Good. Me and Silos are trying to beat the heat over here. It's damn hot over here in Ottawa.
Oh,
But,
I heard it was bad down there.
Yeah, but we have to give a birthday shout-out to Bam's wife, Paige. Happy birthday, Paige.
Happy
Mayor
birthday,
Nova Scotia.
Mayor.
The mayor of Nova Scotia. Yeah. It's how can we say how old she is on the air or what?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No? You can't get in trouble? Don't ask. We're just kidding. Don't ask. All right, we have a special guest today. Here we go. Hey, how are you doing? How are things? Good. So where are you? Are you in Toronto right now?
Yeah, I just came back from Vegas.
Oh, nice. What? See, that was a quick. I had a question. So I'm happy that you actually went to Vegas because I had friends of mine that posted pictures saying they went to Vegas. So between you and I, there's flights that are going out from Canada to the United States, right?
Oh yeah, like it's really easy if you're Canadian. Americans cannot come here, but we can go there, and then you're supposed to quarantine unless you take a test.
Okay.
So you can get tested.
Because I was borderline jealous. I was like, what? Where are they going? Well, how come I'm not invited to Vegas?
It's really easy, but everything is closing back in Vegas right now. So, because they have so many cases. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is absolutely That's cool.
Yeah.
And how long were you in Vegas for?
Like a month.
No way. That's awesome. Were you working at all or?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's freaking sweet.
Yeah.
All right, let's not get into that right now. Let's start from the beginning. So where were you born and raised?
I was born in France, Marseille originally.
Nice.
But we moved to Montreal, and then I moved to Toronto like 10 years ago.
Yeah. And what's the difference between Montreal and Toronto for you?
I really don't like Montreal. I know some people like.
Yeah, we love it.
I just think it's nice, but not to live there. There's not too much to do, and there's not too much room to grow there. I feel
I could
limited.
see that. I love Montreal for me is the 1 day, 2 day weekend visit, get in, get out.
Exactly. Yeah, but not living there. Yeah,
I can see that.
To me, it seems more of a party central for DJs and like they have.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Toronto nightclubs a lot more personally. And in Montreal, the budgets are really limited when it comes to DJs.
Man, you haven't been to Ottawa yet. They wanted you to do. I think you got to pay them.
Oh wow, yeah, I heard.
Here it's like it's not even about the quality of DJ. It's about the discount of DJ. If there's another guy that's right behind it that's willing to do it for half the price, he doesn't even care how good he spins. It's sure, let's take him. It's all about profit margin number. Yeah, it's terrible. It's definitely
that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I feel like in Toronto and like United States, it's more about quality and also like who you are, I guess.
Absolutely.
If you have the right connections.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So who or what inspired you to start DJing, and how old were you?
I've always done music, so I used to do classical music. I played French horn. I was in a music school, so I knew I wanted to do music for like forever. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with music, and I did a little bit of modeling, and I went to EDC Vegas in 2014. I saw Hardwell, and I was like, I'll just do that.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. It was,
2014, she just decided to start doing.
Why not? That's the best way of doing it. That's the best decisions, by the way.
I know. It was the best decision I've ever made.
That's awesome.
So do you remember your first gig? Your first show?
My first paid gig, I was in Toronto. Yeah, it was at a place called, I think, 70 Down. It was like in Yorkville. Yeah. It was like a loungy place or whatever. But it was my first gig.
It's the best being your first. I know my first paid DJing gig. It's actually kind of exciting because you're like as if I'm getting paid to do this.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah.
At the end of the night, you're like, damn. They're like, oh, here's your money. I'm like, I had a good time and I'm getting paid, so this is fantastic. And it's definitely.
I think it was actually hard though to get like constant gigs in the beginning. It was more like it was hard to get like a full schedule.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I know, because it's at the end of the day, it's to especially get what is it called, a residency, to get in there once a week. Yeah, it's definitely a little tough.
Yeah.
But as a DJ, what was your first major purchase as a DJ for DJ equipment?
Um, I learned on vinyls, but I bought the DDJ SZ.
Yes, the bigger one, right? Yes, I
Yeah.
had the same thing. Yeah, I got the same thing.
Yeah,
I
so
love that one.
it's easier to travel with than if I had CDJs. I do love CDJs, but it's like I'm a girl, it's kind of heavy. So I'm not gonna sit.
I'm a guide. I remember I had the what was it, the Technique 1200s.
That's
Oh my! And then I had to walk around the corner. It's like sweat's dripping, and I'm just carrying the equipment. I haven't even DJed yet. So after a while, you're just like, I got to make this easier. You know what I mean? And with the SZ, the SZ's still big because I think I saw one of your pictures. You have what, an SX now? Is it the smaller one? Did I saw one?
I got the SX2 and SX3, and like it's a little bit lighter because the other one was what, like 30 pounds. So this one is barely 20, which makes it
perfect.
That's
perfect.
No, I changed it.
I know. I still have both. I like it. If I'm gonna DJ somewhere more than once, the SZ comes out, and if I have to carry the other one more often, it's the SX. For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you find it harder to find work being a female DJ in the game?
It was a yes or no kind of thing. I feel like some people wanted to hire me because I was a girl.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but some other people would just not trust you because I don't look like other DJs. So they were just like, you're probably not that good without hearing me. So it was like a 50-50 thing. Sometimes it was helpful. Sometimes it was not helpful at all.
It definitely gets...
People
that's
by the cover. Yeah.
That's what it is, right? But you know what? I know it's exactly what it is. She'd be like, "Oh, she's coming. Is she just going to be one of that pretty DJ that's just going to, press play and look pretty?" But at the end of the day, skills are put, they're put to the test. But you always have to be given that chance as a DJ. And yes, you're right. Especially not to be offensive, but it's the older generation too, the older nightclub owners, or they're just like, even style of music with us at one point, they were like, we don't want you to play that. We're like, but that's what's getting us busy, and they're still trying to tell us what to do, right? So it's a little tougher. Yeah,
the older ones are
absolutely
even with male
judgment. That's true too. That's true.
Yeah, they're difficult.
What's the best way you find to promote yourself?
I found, like, in the beginning, social media, but now it's just like club owners will meet other club owners and say good things about me. It's just like connections, I guess.
Word of mouth is a lot bigger now, right? Like,
it helped. Social media still, but
but you also have the option of using SoundCloud and stuff to put a couple mixes out, right? So it's like, listen to what I can do.
I do that, but like lately before COVID, I was so busy. Like I was booked, I don't know, like 6-7 days a week that I don't really have time to record at home.
No, so you come home, you ain't DJing again. You're just like, put it down, relax. Absolutely.
So do you do like the Facebook Live shows and stuff, or?
No, I haven't done them during COVID.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not the same, right?
Without the crowd, I feel like it's a little bit more complicated because you can't like read people. There's no like energy from no one. You're just in your living room.
A couple comments. I don't know.
I saw one from whatchamacallit, DJ Tesso. I think he was in Miami. He was doing it on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Everybody else came out like from that were living around.
That's different though.
Reaction.
Yeah, of course.
If I had that budget, I think who is it? The one that did it like on top of the canyon. I think it was Diplo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's a different situation, though. That's
like
you're social distancing and you're still DJing. You can still feel the crowd, but it's like, DJing at home is just, I don't know. It was there was a comedian. It was Russell Peters saying that he thought they want him to do stand up in front of a camera, and he was like, I can't do that. You can't. Certain businesses and certain artists need that energy from the crowd, right? So. He's like, I can't pull that off. It's not the same. It's just not absolutely not. No, not at all.
Yeah, it's just different. Yeah, I would try, but
it'd be like a 30-minute set. You'd be like, this is done. I'm done with this. Yeah. So, like, all these years of DJing, what was your favorite venue to DJ at?
It's really hard to find one. I guess like any venues in Miami, just because it was the first like gigs that I did outside of Toronto. So when I got hired in Miami the first time, it felt just more special because like it was like, okay, these people are flying me in. Yeah. Like it's a Miami venue. It's like, and it was like in March and it was super cold here. So I'm like literally leaving Toronto like in the snow and like DJing on a patio. at night.
I know. We get a little bit more enjoyment from that, from winter to hot weather. Of course.
Oh yeah.
You're like, this isn't that great of a day. You're like, this is fantastic. There's
like
no snow on the ground. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm getting paid for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, I know, like, so having a transition. So you're DJing out of Toronto. You come out. You're getting invited to Miami. They fly you in. That has to be a new set of butterflies in your stomach, right? A whole new.
Yeah, actually it is, because I learned on vinyls, but I didn't use vinyls for my gigs here, and so I was mostly using like a Serato. And when I went to Miami, they gave me CDJs, which I never DJed on before, and it was like a show, so like I have to learn on the spot. This was really like nerve-wracking, because I was like, oh my god, like I cannot mess up, but nothing like a few shots of tequila can't cure. So then I knew what I was doing.
Absolutely. Now, was it the CDJs with the one that you had to put the Serato CDs in?
No, like you cannot use the computer. That's the ones with the USB sticks.
Oh, okay. Because I remember there were some that were like, I remember some CDJs, they had CDs, and the CDs would have 12 minutes worth of playing whatever other. And then, but if you forgot to like rewind or press back, the song would literally. There was a couple of disasters on the first version of CDJs. When I was DJing at a club, once a night would actually stop on you through it in the middle of the song. Once you got through that part of the night, you're like, the rest of the night's okay. But you were just waiting for it, and the whole time you're just getting prepared to switch the song over. But yeah, the original first CDJs weren't my favorite. They were the coolest things when they came out.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad I didn't have to go through this one. But it was still pretty bad. That first venue, I never used CDJs. Had one CDJ that was compatible with Record Box, and the other one wasn't.
Oh,
So I could see waves, and it was like really easy on one side, but then I had to use the other side like vinyls. So it was just really like confusing. And they told me this like just before I started. They were like, "Oh yeah, one is broken. I'm sure you can do it still."
They always. Do you notice as a DJ now the people that don't do it assume that your job is extremely easy.
Oh yeah.
It's easy.
See, look, man will say it. Like, I remember one time when I was at Tailgaters, the owner would always be like, figure it out. He's like, I want a speaker over there. I'm like, you can't put one over there. He's like, yeah, you can. It's like speakers floated wireless with you know what I mean? And I'm like, you can't do that. And they're like, you'll figure it out. It's like, you just press play. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, that's not what we do, though. They don't get it, though. It's so tough. It gets irritating. You're like, oh, no. It's some people that don't do it think our job is easy, but it's definitely not.
Customers, too.
Oh, well, God.
Requests, like, with the request.
On a side question about requests, how much does it piss you off? How much does it piss you off when someone's requesting you a song that doesn't fit your set, but you're killing the set and you're having the best idea? What do you feel inside?
I try to be nice about it. Usually I'm very good at like dodging the thing, just being like, oh, I'll play it like in like 10 minutes. Then when they come back in another 10 minutes, and when they're drunk, like they really forget about it usually. So I'm kind of dodging it until they forget.
I get Cyclops. I get people that just don't stop staring at me for the whole night. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, man, it's been an hour. Like, why are they still looking at me?
I don't have that.
I've had that. It's like I ruined their whole night. Like, everything I did was wrong. It didn't matter what I did. I've had that.
This is one of the things that I feel like usually it's easier being a girl, because guys are going to be more lenient if I don't play their song. You know, I can get away with it a little bit more. But actually, women are the worst. Like the drunk birthday girls, those are the worst.
Of course. Now, the line that I was tired of hearing was, do you know what song everyone's going to like? And I'm like... let me guess. You went around taking a survey. You talked to everyone in the club, and you're going to tell me which song they all like. Even though we've done this for a living, the requests drive. At first, you were, when you get into the game, guys. I'm telling you, you're nice. You're a little bit. Oh, yeah, sure. But after a while, the longer you're in it, you have to pull that rope back. You got to be like, yo, like, let me do my thing. We know what we're doing here. We're getting paid to do it. It's tough. It's definitely tough.
I think it's the request too. Like some of them, like I remember when Despacito came in, like I would get that request like 5 times in a night. Like, I'll play it once, but if I'm doing an open
they don't get it that if you played it 5 times a night, you are going to get looked at like, what's wrong with her? Does she have no other songs? Or the best is playing a song that you've played a request, and they came back and said, are you going to play my song? And I'm like, but I just played it. Like,
and they're like, but I was outside smoking.
Exactly.
Like, but
exactly.
there's nothing I could do. But there was a few songs like I really cannot listen to Despacito anymore. Like Work, I mean those songs that everybody requests. Shape of You.
Me was Single Ladies when I was at the club.
I was about to say that. I couldn't remember that.
Oh my god, that song almost put me into early retirement. I'm telling you this.
Terrible.
I know. I was just like, it's like, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
There's a few songs out there that, but that one almost put me into retirement. I was like, no, I can't. And then when I got into more DJing weddings, it became really popular at the weddings, and I was like, oh my goodness, it starts over. It's killing me. Yeah.
I don't really do weddings, like thank God, because I like the request. Yeah.
Good for you. I met some great people.
I'm sure it is, but I'm like not customer oriented enough to take those songs like Macarena and stuff. I really don't want to play Macarena.
Carlos, these guys have done a few. These guys have done a few weddings with me. I've learned to cut some stuff out because it's just like, you know what I mean. Like we're trying to, especially the modern day with the modern weddings, things need to be just a little bit different. But yeah. But it's hard to dodge the bride's mom or something. You know what I mean? Someone that's important to them, right? And you're like, oh God, I have no choice to do this. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've had it all. The grandma. Then it's like it was a mom one time that was bullying me into playing her music because technically, as a gift, she paid for the DJ. So she figured in her mind she owns me. She owns you. Yeah. So no, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, that must have been bad.
Yeah, there's a couple. And they're long.
Yeah, but I get it. Like I did DJ Harbor 60 in Toronto, which is like the most expensive place for a while. So it's mostly celebrities and very wealthy people. So I'll play deep house during dinner, but after this, like anything goes. And because they're so rich, you can't say no, like according to the owner.
Do they tip you?
Some of them do. When they do tip, it's like amazing tips. Otherwise, I mean, it's just because these people spend so much, and over there they'll just pay you very good, the base salary. But like after a certain time, you play what they want, and sometimes it would be like the cheesiest song from the 80s. Yep. Randomly, and I still have to play it. So. Yeah.
And you gotta pretend you not pretend, but you can't put that face on like, oh my God, I hate this so much. You know what I mean?
You know, actually, like,
young DJs don't respect us people, older people.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't. Not one bit.
You gotta play some Footloose, baby.
No.
But that's not even that bad compared to, like, I remember one customer always would ask me for Sweet Caroline, and like this is.
Were you at a wedding?
No, at a steakhouse, like high end.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's a very good customer that spends a lot of money there. So the owners were like, if you want Sweet Caroline goes. And oh my God.
Oh yeah. Okay. I used to do. I remember DJing this one party, and I don't know what the song was. I wish I remembered. I knew the song would have just blew up the dance floor. I remember this, and I played it knowing damn well I shouldn't have. And the whole dance floor left, and this jerk left with them. Like looked at me like, why did this guy play this? And I was like, and that was the day of the request in my book. So I was like, you know what? When I know deep down it's gonna make the party worse. I wasn't doing it anymore. That was the one. Yeah. I saw him walk away with the group. I was like, if they only knew it was him, you know? So yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, if they're like asking you, if they ask you when they're leaving, it's.
Yes, that's me. That's just me. That's they sabotage.
That's the song I want to walk out to.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know what? You know what song to play at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite program and DJing equipment you're using today?
I usually like CDJs with just USB sticks. It's just convenient, you know. But with record box, the record box compatible ones. Yeah. Otherwise, I use Serato if I don't have a choice. Anything with Serato.
Yeah, that's what I use.
That's easy to use. Is it easy? For a beginner DJ like myself, if I want to be one.
Of course. Yeah. Serato is easy.
As long as you update the software.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, you know, like, so I was not updating as much as I should, and I played a nightclub in Toronto, and, like, it was Serato compatible, their equipment, and the music stopped on me, like, because it freezes if you don't update the software properly, but it froze for, like, 15 seconds, but in a nightclub at, like, 12:30 when it's packed, it's not really
It's an hour and a half.
racing.
It's like your heart just stops. I know.
Everybody's like looking at you, like turning around, like.
That's
like,
when you.
That's when you get the middle finger.
Okay. Before. No, I remember now. Before I bought the CDJ SZ, I had the NX7, the Newmark. Okay, it was like had that. Okay, that was unreliable. This thing. I would press play and the song would play, but then when I let go, it would stop. So Alex, DJ One Up, is with me at this wedding, right? So I'm like, I gotta keep my finger on this for the song to end. I'm like, make some fake ass announcement so I can restart the program. So and you're holding the whole thing down, just oh my god, like 3 minutes. You don't think 3 minutes is long until you got to put your finger on something. You know what I mean? You're just watching.
Is that the one I bought from you?
Yeah.
My toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess for like beginners or somebody that's DJing at home, it's not as much as a problem, because I did the same mistake. I bought a Denon as a backup controller, and I used it one time in a lounge, and this thing was stopping every like hour and a half.
Oh,
like you have to reset. So it's compatible with Serato, but it was still not reliable. And that would be okay if you're practicing at home, which I did the same thing. I sold it to a friend that wants to practice DJing, because if it happens to you at home, it's not a problem. For me or whatever DJ, it's a big problem.
Yeah, there was another one.
Very unprofessional.
Oh, absolutely. There was another board I bought brand new. I don't remember what it was. It was a Newmark again. So I'm really looks like I'm really bashing Newmark right now, but it wasn't my fault.
They are bad.
I bring it to a fucking party, and the cues won't work on your headphones at all. So I literally had to just put the headphones down and just remember off every song I've ever played in my life, and So that got brought back. That got brought back the next day. Yeah. So Newmark.
Yeah.
You almost sabotaged me.
I feel the same about Denon. So I get it.
See, Pioneer's the way to go, right? So
it is. It's just a bad thing when it breaks. I had my controller breaking a few times, one of my controllers, and they don't repair it in Canada. They have to ship it to California. Anything is super expensive. Like any piece on this is like $500. So, but it's worth all the money.
Oh, I love it.
It's not going to stop all the time. Yeah.
No, not at all.
How much is that machine worth?
Which one?
Depends which one. Yeah, they all like. So one of my SZ I think was nearly 2,000, and the other is like, I don't know, 1,500, 1,700.
Yeah, that's about. It's exactly That's about it. Yeah.
Something like that.
I was going to say, if you're going to spend $500 for a buddy, you might as well buy a new one.
It doesn't break that often.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it broke, like, I think I had the SSX for a while longer, and I think it broke, I don't know, like maybe 1-2 times.
Well, I'm going to tell you how good the SX is. I poured a whole glass of beer on the left side.
Oh, no.
And every light was flashing like it was Christmas. And I still managed to finish the event off. Like, this thing is, I was just trying to soak it up with a napkin, and I got stickier, and I tried at the next event. There was what was it? Oh, the pitch wouldn't work on it. Everything else worked, but the pitch wouldn't work. So now what I have to do is I have to press the beat matching buttons. You know what I mean, on each side. Yeah. It was a bit of a pain, but it worked around it. But it took a whole glass of beer and still worked. Good job.
That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
And I'd love to blame someone else, but it was me. It was totally me. I just left it there and gave it a nice high five, and it went all over the player. I was like,
I did have people spilling drink on my equipment before, but not the whole drink. I usually,
I know, the heart attack. Jesse had another business partner of mine. Buys a new MacBook Pro, and a girl just spills a whole beer right all over it too.
Yeah, and you can't really do anything. Like, you can't sue them or whatever. It's a nightclub.
They were. So what happened? Well, it was actually a special event. So what happened was the guy was like, "I'm willing to replace it," but Jesse's like, "Let me see if I have Apple Care. Let me see if Apple Care." And Apple Care somehow fixed it. And they should have known damn well there's fucking some sort of liquid in there, but no, they still managed to pull it off, and they gave him another one. But but the other dude was actually willing to be like, listen, that was my sister. She was a little drunk, so it was cool. It was cool on his part. Yeah. But better him than me. I don't know how I would have handled it. So.
Yeah, him.
Did he pull the plug?
No. It was actually just a backup computer. Oh, it was just a back. Thank God. No. Well, as the backup that took a beating, but whatever. It was a backup computer. Yeah.
For the people that don't know what kind of music you play, what kind of music do you play, and what's your favorite to play?
I do open format a lot because in Toronto it's bigger, but like usually I specialize in deep house, so more loungy, and future house, new disco.
Nice. And is that the first style? Like, what is that? What you got into it when you first started DJing, or?
I really liked the festival type EDM, but it's not really doing that great right now. So
yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. Well,
it faded a little bit. So but deep house was my second choice, I would say.
That's cool. So, like on Instagram, I noticed that it says that you're a music producer. Can you tell us more about that?
I've been so busy DJing that I don't produce that much, and it's not what I'm like best at. Like I'm still just starting. But I have a song coming out soon, so I just have a singer on it, and we didn't record yet. We just have a demo version. So, but I produce. Cool. I learned how to produce more slowly than DJing, just like when I have time.
Yeah, that's something I don't know. I don't think I was confident enough into getting to that.
It's hard.
I find most producers have an ear for producing. You know, you already know the sound you want.
Well, you said most DJs, you mean, right?
Yeah.
You said that. You said it too. I don't know. I don't believe it.
I think it's different.
Yeah.
It's really different. Really? It wasn't, like the whole softwares are different. Like everything is different because, you really have to build the track. It's not the same.
Well, see? As I'm saying, y'all used to listening to a track and matching the rhythms and the beats and so on.
Yeah, but that's different.
Right. But once you hear something that you want in your head, once you understand the program that you're using, getting that off your mind onto the computer and the sound,
it's not that easy.
Thank you. Hello.
Sam, I don't know shit about that, but I don't. Doesn't sound too easy.
No way.
From your head to the program.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Now imagine this. We've DJ'd so much that now that we make a beat, we might steal one by accident because it's in our head.
Yeah.
You'd be like, here you go, girl. That sounds like so-so. And you're like, shit, I didn't think of that. No, it's not as it's different. Now what people underestimate a DJ for is actually the crowd reading.
Yeah.
That's different. Producing a track's one thing. Crowd reading, that's where a real good DJ comes in.
Oh my
God. Okay. The energy, what are they feeling? What's next? What's your next move? Once you have them on a stage and where it's at, the energy's great. They become almost a little bit of a puppet, but that's only because you know what crowd you got. Producing, I don't know, man. You brought that up to me last week, and I was like, no way, that is absolutely not for me.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's really hard. Actually, it's hard. I started producing, but it takes more time. I don't know. I feel like I was better at DJing than producing, and it's really because of the crowd. I feel crowd reading was not a hard thing for me, but this is a lot harder.
And I guarantee that there's great producers out there that are probably not great DJs. You know what I mean? It's
well, a lot of the famous DJs or whatever don't DJ live ever because they're probably not that good at DJing, but they're good producers.
That's right. That's right. So they put a show together. Yeah.
Yeah, like David Guetta is known to not really DJ in public.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
But he's a great producer. So is he it doesn't mean because you're a great producer, you'll be a great DJ. You can be average, but just like I feel with me, it's the opposite. Like I'm way better at DJing than I am at producing. Producing is just. I
don't think I can do it. Not me. It's just funny that I'm happy.
You can.
I think if you put any time into it, but again, I just find like it's. I don't know. I might look at it, overthink it. I think even producing is even more. It's more confident because like we're playing something that someone's already put together. For me, it's like I have to construct something and hand it out and be like, I don't know, is this good? You know, I don't know.
Somebody will like it. Somebody will want to use it.
Yeah, my mom.
True.
Your grandma's gonna be
exactly.
Like,
she's like, oh my God, this is so great. And that's it. That's it.
Hold on. When you're producing, do you grab some of the musical, like the classical music that you used to play and try interact it with? No?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't do it just because I feel like I'm not good enough to do remixes yet, I don't think. So I'm trying to start with the basics.
Are you self-taught or is someone beside you teaching you how to do this also?
I mean, I did those tutorial classes, but
yep. Yeah, that's what's nice. Trust me,
to
it's
learn
nice.
the basics. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it helps a lot. It helps to start off like knowing what everything is on the software, so you can kind of not start from nothing. But it's. I don't know if it would be self-taught because I used a lot of those classes.
Ben, when you started recording music on your laptop, was it something similar? Was it self-taught like her? Or?
Me was self-taught, and I also watch as I go in the studio. When I go to record, I watch the guy use the program. I ask questions, what this do, what that do, so the way I use the program is more set up for a singer, artist, rapper type deal. Those are the only
of course.
Programs and stuff that I use, add-ons and stuff like that I use. But making beat-wise, using MIDI and all of that, I have no clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I'm not a DJ. I don't listen to sounds. I don't have it. For me to get something off my brain about a beat onto the computer to make it sound the same, it won't work. I can hear it. Yeah. I know what I want to say on it. I know how I want to flow on it. This I can do. You know what I mean? Now, if I want to add a little auto-tune or this or that, I can do all of that. I can bring my voice up, down, low.
Yeah, that's your voice-wise. Yeah, I can see that.
I can deal with all of that. That's why I say DJs have that knack for it's like, okay, I know I want to hear the song like this, and if they know the program, then they can recreate what's in their mind or how they feeling at that time. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say DJs are more.
You know what? We'll take the credit. We're great producers. We'll just take the credit.
We'll all say that.
Yeah. Well, we're great. We'll just edit this out, and we'll just be a big up. You know what I mean? So go ahead, man.
So did COVID push back any shows? I guess it pushed back a lot.
Oh
of shows
God!
and
like
projects, right?
that was actually like terrifying because I was booked for 2 months. I had shows in like Virginia, like all over the U.S. that were really exciting to do, and it was so crazy that like when everything closed, I think it was on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Yeah, like everybody just called or emailed the same day canceling all my gigs for 2 months. Like that were so it did push back a lot. And even now I'm just there was nothing in Toronto, so that's why I went to the US, because I was like, it's over there was open, so at least I can work.
That's so good.
And then I came back here because right now like we're slowly reopening, and so you can DJ on patios and stuff like that. So now I can work here too. But
what is so I've seen some of your posts on Facebook about COVID. What's your whole aspect? What's your whole you know what I mean? I think you and I are on the same page with this.
So with COVID, I think it's like really, really, really exaggerated the way they close everything. I think we should have took maybe like precautions, but not the way it happened, because they crumbled so many like businesses. Like, because I see a lot of my clients in Toronto that did not survive. Like a lot of places I DJ that closed, and it's really sad because these people worked a long time and they kind of lost everything. I lost good clients, and it's not just me. It's like in a bunch of businesses. Like, every day you'd see like restaurants close, and so I think they did a little bit too much with like the full on lockdown. Like, how is there that there's like masks or whatever now? We could have done this months ago
from the beginning
when it started. Mask, wash your hands, without closing everything. Like, maybe nightclubs, I get it, maybe, but like restaurants with DJs and stuff, like do social distancing, wash your hands, be cleaner.
See, in Toronto, you guys are you're still in stage 2, right? In Toronto.
Well, yeah, technically, so I can start working again like this week, but it's always on a patio. Like there's no DJing indoors, which is okay because we have a lot of patios. But they just decided this because, like, I think when I was in Vegas, they reopened stage 2, but there was no DJs allowed because they were saying with the loud noise, people are gonna get too close to talk.
You put the alcohol and people showing up.
But she's right, because if she's playing louder music, I'll lean into you to talk, right? So, and then the social distancing thing becomes a little, I get it. I just found, but you're absolutely right about the mask scenario. The way I looked at it was, this should have been something that should have been put in March when everything was shut down. Let's lock this up sooner than later. And it's like here in Ottawa, they're like, we're opening up stage 3, but I'll wear a mask and I'll do this, and now we have to sign in the restaurants and give our numbers. Like, It's like it's a fake stage 3. You know what I mean?
I know.
They're trying to make us believe that we're like we should be all happy and gun ho about what's going on, but really it's like damn, like I don't know.
That's why, like in Vegas, it was nice to kind of go to somehow normal. And a lot of people talk against the US, but I thought it was very well organized. Like when I was in Vegas, everybody had masks. Like it was clean. Social distancing was all respected. So yeah, things were open, but I thought it was kind of cool to be able to get off the plane and like go to a restaurant sitting at the bar. Yeah, like I was far from everybody, but with a mask on, I can only remove to eat, but it's still better than being locked inside, like.
Hold on, in Vegas, if you sat down at the bar, were you able to take off your mask only, or were you allowed
No, you can take it off. Like, so it was like, so if you're with someone or whatever, you go in there with like 2 people, you can sit next to each other and take your mask off, but they leave like a bunch of space between everybody. So it's only going to be like, let's say we all went there, it's only us that are close by. Everybody else
that's right.
And they all have temperature check at the door there everywhere.
That's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? To eliminate the process.
How about flying? When you're flying, did you have to have the mask on all the time?
Oh yeah, this was actually pretty rough because you cannot take the mask off in the airport, in the plane, unless you're eating, and you can literally just do this, like take your food, and then you have to cover yourself back up. Which was and so it was like very hot and uncomfortable. And not only this, like going to Vegas, there's no flight directly from Toronto to Vegas right now, so you have to go to Chicago, and in Chicago you have to still keep your mask and then take another flight from Chicago to Vegas with your mask on. There's no drink services either, like they don't even come in the aisles anymore.
Oh, they don't, that's it. So now getting an aisle seat for once isn't that bad, because I always lean in and they always like to smoke me with the cart.
Yeah, so when you get in the flight now, they have these little bags with like a tiny bottle of bottle of water, like a really small one, and that's all you get.
And do they separate? Like, is there rooms in between? Like that middle row is gone, or?
Not really. Like it was weird because when I got there, the first flight from Toronto to Chicago was pretty good, like social distancing wise, because it was like 2 seats of 2. So like in a row of 2, it would be you like near the window and then the other person near the window.
Okay.
So the flight from Chicago to Vegas was incredibly packed. Like it's 85% packed. So I was in a aisle of 3, and it was 3 of us. So like there was
You would think that would be the number one thing they wouldn't do, like at least eliminate the middle row. Like that's what I would think, right? Like
airlines still need to make their money.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
But the Canadian ones are allowed to go 75% capacity, and Americans are allowed 85. So that was why it was
That is intense. That's
but
the only thing
coming back, it was pretty good. Coming back to Toronto was like all your aisles were empty.
Okay. That's not too bad, but yeah, the 2 flights, for like a short enough distance to take 2 flights could have definitely sucked at the end. You know what I mean? But having the mask on throughout the whole airport.
That was the worst. The airport and the flight.
Yeah,
if you fall asleep, you still need the mask on.
Oh yeah, that's when you'd see me at my grumpiest.
What about the face shield? Like if you don't want to wear a mask, would you get away with just a face shield?
I doubt it.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody try that. The people I've seen with a face shield had both.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Screw that. I will wear a hockey helmet with a little like air.
I know, right? Like, yeah. Well, I don't think they would allow that.
Yeah, they put you in the front. You're very special. You know what I mean?
They want to keep an eye on you.
But the thing is, because the last time I went, I saw someone at the post office. It was the face mask and the shield, and the lady was trying to talk to me, and I had no idea what she was saying, and she had to talk through 2 layers. And I was like, "Do you want me to pay?" I was confused. I don't know.
You can't hear anything.
It's definitely more difficult to talk. Even ordering food these days, I'm talking through a mask. God. He's ordering through a mask. I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. So, I swear to God, that's what I've been doing. It is. But that's why I'm surviving right now through COVID. Yeah. All right. So go ahead, Carlos.
No. Just so you have Vegas, Miami. What is the craziest stories you have from there?
For DJ.
I mean, in Miami, I guess the first time I DJ'd there on the CDJs, I was telling the owner that I'm really nervous because obviously I've never really DJ'd in front of so many people, and it was equipment I never used. So
the owner?
Yeah, Yeah, but
You're supposed to act confident. Tell the other person, not the owner.
I mean, it was, but he was the one who booked me, and he was pretty chill about it.
That's cool.
So
that's cool.
It was good, but it was like, oh, you should drink a little bit to be able to get better out there. So, but he was Cuban, and he made me do way too many shots of tequila, and I'm talking like we finished a bottle really quick, and I was sitting down, so I was like, oh, I'm okay. I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Until I stood up and I saw double. So when I had to start my set, not only was I like I never used see DJs, I had to like DJ with one of my eye covered because I would see double. So in the beginning, it was very interesting because I couldn't see the songs on the little like thing. Yeah.
DJ Pirate with the one eye covered now,
I should have had a patch. Maybe that could have been a marketing thing.
It's a whole new gimmick. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's happened. That's happened before. I had the too much drinking before we get started. Yeah. I've been there one too many times.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Or during.
Oh God, during. Yeah.
Yeah, the shots. Like when they hit you, you're like, ooh.
But the thing is, like, I don't know if these guys know, but it's like when you are in your element of DJing, it's the greatest feeling. So shots and drinks are just fantastic. You know what I mean? They're just coming left, right, and center, so you're good to go. But it's not always the best idea. I've pressed play too early. I put the song wrong. So that happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I think now I know not to drink before, or maybe limit myself to like one, because during people will offer me shots and stuff, which my tolerance is really high, and I think every DJ has the same thing because we drink all the time at work. So like it gets like this, but you need to limit yourself. So now I try to wait until it's like midnight maybe to start drinking. So then, because if you start
She has willpower. That's the difference between her and I. Willpower.
Well, and it depends. When I do more loungy places, or like, because in Toronto, all those high-end restaurants like to have a DJ, but the sets are super long. So you start at like 7 to 2. So you should not start drinking at 7. I learned this the hard way too.
We all do.
Don't start, because it was hard to finish the set. I'm not gonna lie. When you started drinking at 7. Like double vodka sodas. When it hits like 12:30, you're like, oh my god.
You know who I'm going to party with, eh? This is I like this. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do some shots. That's my thing. Yeah, no, absolutely. We've all been there. I've done it. I've There's been some times. There's times between you and I that my bill was more than my actual paycheck. So I was just like, it happens.
Usually they don't make me pay for the drinks. Thank God.
Yeah, but that's the woman thing. I'm telling you. See, the man thing, I probably got charged double. So I kind of got screwed in that sense.
Really?
Yeah, but okay. So we're gonna play a little quick game called Rapid Questions. So we're gonna ask you 10 rapid questions. One answer, very simple. So who's your favorite DJ?
Hardwell.
All right. Well, who was your first celebrity crush?
Nick Carter.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Isn't that the second person who said that?
Yep. You know what? We almost got him on here one time. So I know this question already. iPhone or Android?
Android.
That's Bam. See, You guys. Anyway, name one thing that's on your bucket list.
My people.
Jumping off a cliff in water.
See, that's scary. That's
What's
scary.
What's a height?
Yeah. Do you have a maximum height?
I don't really have a maximum one. I think like 20 feet minimum. Like, I want to be scared.
That's where those shots of tequilas kick in for me, because
belly flop.
But the thing is, in Dominican, there was this hike that we did, and that's what it was. It was jumping off these waterfalls.
That's cool.
And I'd always go like last. And this one lady, I was just, "Why do you always go last?" I'm like, "Well, we're in a foreign country, and they made us sign a waiver." I don't know what I signed. And if we get hurt, I don't know what it says on there. So I'm waiting to see who's getting injured where. So it was more of a safety thing for me for going last. But did I enjoy it? No. I was scared every single jump. I can admit this on here.
Yeah, I don't get scared. So
yeah. I acted tough, but I'm also, me and Bam are not very good with cold water. We scream like little girls when we land in cold water. Like, yeah. You guys didn't make fun of us. So what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Ooh, what type of pizza? What kind?
Anything with jalapenos on it.
Ooh, nice. So what do you do for fun?
Travel, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your dream car?
I don't like to drive, so I would want anything with a driver.
That's an awesome
Limo.
answer.
She want a limo.
Yeah, she does. Absolutely.
Is that part of your booking? When you get booked, you tell them you got to drive me?
Pick me up.
Well, no, usually it's Ubers, but yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Well, especially if we're planning on drinking as much as we do, we need to.
Well, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, driving, and I like my condo is in downtown Toronto, so like there's no need for a car.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, who's your favorite artist?
What kind of artist?
Music, any type. What's the song you're listening to today? Who's your favorite artist? Growing up?
I don't think I have one. My tastes are like change every day.
That's true. That's true. All right. Nobody. She don't like nobody, all right? Let's put that on there.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of anyone like that.
No one song that gets on that makes you want to dance, maybe? Like, it's not,
Despacito.
No, that's the worst.
That was just me.
Macarena.
Oh, God.
All right, we're skipping that question. I'm going to save you. Favorite city to DJ in?
Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
Everything in Miami looks better. Name your favorite movie.
Anything with like blood and gory. I know it sounds bad. But...
No, it doesn't sound bad. It just threw me off. Were you guys expecting that? She just wants to get people to get murdered. That's all.
The horror movies are the best.
Yeah, I know. I love horror movies. It threw me off. I was like, all right, that's me too.
Yeah,
actually.
I think I like Sinister, the first one.
Sinister, yeah.
Yeah,
hey, but the blondes are always the first ones to go.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in the movie. I just want to watch it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I liked. There's a few. I enjoyed the first couple Saw movies.
Yeah, it started getting bad though afterwards. Like
the first couple. I had an ankle injury, right? So I remember this one time where God, this is the Donnie Wahlberg scenario. He starts like breaking his ankle. I swear to God, I almost threw up in the theater. The pain went right back to my ankle. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna be sick. Like it was crazy. No, but if a movie can get a reaction like that out of you, it's done its job. It's good. It did a great job. So
there's a few crazy ones.
There is a few, absolutely, but there's even those low budget ones. Like The Left Turn.
Yeah,
low budget.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, they do some deliveries. I'm telling you, if I go missing, I'm in Almont. There's a house in Almont I do deliveries to. His house is all the way in the back, and I swear to God, it's like a movie scene. I go back there, and I'm like, I have to let my staff know. I'm like, I'm delivering in Almont Plumbing.
Actually, I like these things. Like I went to this mental hospital that's abandoned in Jerome, Arizona, which is like a restaurant and hotel now, and the whole city No, you can go eat there. It's like a 5-star restaurant, but there's like those wheelchairs with the thing to like
strap you down?
Yeah. In the bathrooms. Like they left some props that were actually used with crazy people. And this place is just very creepy. Like it's on top of a mountain, so the crazy people couldn't escape. And like if they jumped off, they would kill themselves. And the whole city... the whole city built around it is just creepy. Everybody that lives there looks like they eat people, like barbecue. I swear, it was the greatest thing, though.
That is so cool.
Is it like a haunted location, or?
Yes, it is. So I would really like to go back there to sleep in the hotel now. So I've been to the restaurant, not to the hotel side, but I would like to go in there. And at night, they have those like... ghost tour, so you can maybe see something.
That's so cool. See, the creepiest thing I went to was a New Year's Eve party. We head down to Montreal, and there was a bunch of girls that we knew that were in college, or university. So we go and check them out, and go into the place. You don't think much of anything. I went downstairs, and it had urinals. Like, what house did you go to that had urinals? You know what I mean? Like 3 urinals and a stall. I was like, where the hell is this? So I go, and I'm telling you, I'm peeing down there, and I'm getting the creeps, and I come upstairs. I'm like, what is this place? It's an old funeral home. And it was the creepiest. But being downstairs by myself, I could feel chills, and I had no idea what it was. Like, I didn't know it was a funeral home. Like, I didn't know. Like, I'm just like, there's something weird about this place. So, long story short, I didn't sleep there.
You should have.
No, man, I can't even jump off a cliff. What's wrong? No, it was. I don't know. It was a little. Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Those girls live there, man. They're a lot tougher than I am. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to live there though. That's a little bit
yeah. You want to stay at night? It's a different story. Living there.
Yeah.
And I was playing with this. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I'm just saying that.
Go ahead.
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
So the people want to know what's next. What's next for you?
So I'm planning on moving to Vegas permanently and just DJing in the US a lot more than Toronto because I feel like, well, Toronto is great. There's better challenges in the US.
Absolutely.
Better opportunities. Yeah. So I'm moving to Vegas like late September.
Okay. That'll be fantastic. That's good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a great move. No, I like that.
It's easy to go to LA from there. So like LA and Vegas are super like easy. So yeah. You can do both.
No,
and then once you're already in the US, like flying from a state to another is a lot easier than from Canada.
It's true. Yes, that's very true.
Cheaper.
Yeah, that too.
That's true. And you're still planning, if you're still in LA, in Vegas, would you still plan on, maybe doing some special appearances in Miami still?
Oh yeah. That's gonna be easy too. Like it's when you're in the States, the flights are cheap, even from Vegas to Miami. It's really not.
That is
big.
That'd be a great move. That'll be exactly. Here it's to visit BAM in Nova Scotia cost me. Cost them, I should say.
Yeah.
$540.
Yeah, that's crazy. The flights here are just
2 hours on an airplane. You know what I mean? I was like, it's just you're like, wow, that is crazy compared to the different. Then you hear people in the States that are flying right across for nothing, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's why it's hard. It's harder for us to even visit our own country from coast to coast because it's so expensive, right? Yeah. Like I got friends that are down in BC and they're like, come visit. And I'm like, how about you just meet me down south somewhere? Because it's going to be probably a few $100 cheaper in the long run.
Yeah.
Right? So
going to BC is expensive even from Toronto.
It's so expensive. Yeah. So it's something would I love to do it one day? Absolutely. But sometimes I'm just like, damn, I could just go down south and sit on a resort beach and do nothing. Then go there and rent a car and rent a hotel. And then, oh my God, I don't know. I like to vacation very, very, I'm what would you call it, Bam? I'm a little bit spoiled, maybe sometimes when I'm down there. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. I
think we all are. Everybody likes resorts.
You know what I mean? I like to get off the resort for a little bit, but then I like to come back on it, right? I don't want to. That's just the way we do it. We do it all the time. We were planning,
just like the way it goes when you're on the resort. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
We were planning to go to Cuba again in November, but that doesn't seem like it's something that's gonna.
I think you might be able to actually.
I know, but how is it? But do you think if there's the mass situation in the airport, count me out. And two, how is it going to be once we land? Is the issue? Are they going to pull the whole social distancing? Is it going to be? No, you don't think they will, Carlos?
No.
Well, you have to check with the country first, because I know you can go to Greece so without quarantining, so you can see it's different for every country. I would just check with the country.
That's not a bad idea.
The resorts are probably dying because no one's traveling.
Yeah.
So they won't care if you're social distancing or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not planning on trampling over people, but I mean, I just don't want to be thinking, where's my mask and where's this, and they're not going to let me in a place
in the pool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to snorkel all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So no, it's not for me. But thank you for being on. I got a little something here. I want people so they can follow you on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I know you got your stuff there. You're on SoundCloud also. Are you on anything else?
Mixcloud, but my Mixcloud is on my Instagram.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. Yeah. That's perfect. That's awesome. So, it was a pleasure having you on. Hopefully, once you're in Vegas, we can have you on again and do this all over. And if you can get some footage of Vegas, give it to us. We'll post it on here and we'll do it up.
Of course.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Guys, it was nice shooting the shit with you guys, man. Have a good one, and thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.